Hi there. I'm going to go ahead and record. Yes, I did just finish the other video. How about that? I'm going to record this one while I still have a little bit of steam in the tank. Okay? Nerf Rival Roundhouse. Hoss. Very big, very clunky. I mean, huge. It's very the Good Samaritan, like Hellboy's blaster. Gun, whatever. Strange unjamming door up here. Very cool. This blaster's strange a lot. There's a lot about this blaster that is strange. We got safety right here, ambidextrous. Very cool handguard. Tough to holster, we'll admit, but it's got a lanyard mount here. And that looks to be it. Go figure. Big prime, rail here, rail here. Of course, this rail I showed you. Now, how do you load it? Now, you might see here, it's a revolver. Like a Maverick. Whoa! It's not like a Maverick. If anything, it's more like a Hades or the Artemis. I have a video on the Nerf Rival Hades. I've actually never had an Artemis, but that's pretty much because once I got around to wanting it, the Hades came out, and I was like, I'd rather have that. So it works basically the same. If you remember the big, just picture it like this. So what it is, it's a 15-shot revolver. That's way more than 6. It has 5 3-round tube-style magazines, right? Each individual. This clear part is the cylinder. So the cylinder, which in a revolver you might see, like, you know how in the movies they're like, you put the rounds into the 6 cylinders. Click, don't ever click it closed like that. That's bad for the gun. Click, click, bang. You know what I mean? Like that. But it's just like that, except they put magazines in front of it so that the spring, well, this is basically a spring catch. This relieves the tension, but otherwise it's right here. See how it's pushing the rounds in? So when you fire the blaster, see how it rotates? Ta-da! I don't know if you noticed that, but standard Rival performance. Keep your eye on the birdie, like right here. Now, it essentially feeds from here around, so you can fire until this one empties, and then it starts feeding from this one. Now, I'm also firing it with the magazine open just so that you can see. Now see, it didn't pick up around up here because that one's empty. But, you know, it may not pick one up because the spring tension is not on it, come to think of it. So we will have a dry fire here in a bit. And it just keeps doing that until it's empty. Is it slam fire? Absolutely not. If you hold the trigger, it just will not. If you need to deprime it at any point, you can pull on this right down, and then it'll allow you to actuate the prime after that. But doesn't tend to jam despite its funkiness. Now, thing is, it's not empty yet, but you can still go ahead and top off the blaster. How about that? And you don't have to fill it up. Like, I can just put in 1 or 2 and then keep going. What's not to like? Like, that's convenient as hell. Like, you can literally just, if you have the advantage of like you have a lot of ammo on hand in the beginning, you can keep firing one shot. You know what I mean? And then just keep doing that until you start getting over here, and then you have to sweat. It does take a while to reload after it's completely empty. That's just how it goes. But you can have a hot blaster while you're reloading, which is nice. Say, like, you decide to time, like, oh, it's time for me. I've taken out a few zombies. Bang, bang. This is assuming you're playing like HVZ on a college campus. This is a great blaster for that, I would think. You can prime the blaster. You have one in the chamber. Be loading your multiple magazines. You gotta jam them in there. Somebody comes up, bang, go back to it. It's pretty fucking handy. I will say difficult to aim because it's like aiming a cannon. Like it's very unwieldy. That is the big downside to it. There's like this huge tooth right here that, like, if your hand isn't big enough, it kind of gets a little, it's unwieldy. Like, I would not call this a pistol blaster because it's huge. A very chunky slide that you may have noticed. There's been a few times that I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm all the way back yet. There's a lot of ratcheting, a lot of feeling of gears inside, so it's not very smooth. Skipped off my ladies. Now, I'm not empty by any means. God, that was an awkward way to hold it. But I can sit here and I love this. It's very if y'all played Metro 20033, it's very much like the automatic shotgun that has the shells around it. They're exposed on clips, which is, and I mean like clips, like bread clips, essentially. Terrible system. Looks cool. Only works in a video game. But like, essentially it's that you're feeding from like right to left, but you have your rotation to where like you can fire a few times, load on the right. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. I'm saying it a lot. I don't know if this came out in blue. I have never seen one in blue. I just got it like this because go dogs. I do not care. I do not care. That was, I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. Anyway. Meaty. Heavy. My hand's tired already, and I've just been holding it for 8 minutes. And Gravy's going to have a field day, considering that there's a lot of those I'm not going to be able to recover. And by be able, I mean, like, want to recover. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say about this. It's so far the only Nerf Rival Revolver, not counting any of like the Blaze Storm or like, there's third party, then there's like, where the hell did you find this tier? There's a series of blasters called like Blaze Storm. That's in that tier. Like, where the hell did you find this? Amazon? Like on an airsoft website from overseas? Yes. I actually think Gravy is in here and she's under the bed going like, yo, there's so many of my toys in here. My toys. That Blaze Storm does technically have a rival revolver, but it's flywheel, it sucks. You literally like pressure fit them into a cylinder that is dog shit. It's not consistent. You can have them fall out the front. It's flywheel powered, but it's the kind of flywheel powers that's like doesn't have a rev switch. It just has like a click and it turns on, like the Barricade. If y'all remember the Barricade, it didn't have a rev switch. It just had an on-off switch. Which, that's not saying that anything. It's just we're so far ahead in technology now that, hey, Why am I haying? She's digging him out from under the bed. I thought, I heard her rustling and I thought she was in here. I just have a hair trigger about that. Yeah, I literally hear her under the bed just going crazy. Okay. I'm going to empty this, and then I'm going to end the video. Or, no, I'm going to do it the other way around. So, if you can find one, and you like, the concept of it, great. As far as, like, storage purposes, like, I don't play with Rival enough to justify this, and I'm trying to think of other Rival sidearms that, like, because the only thing that I can think of that's, like, a convenient in-the-hand, you know, it's those new, I don't know the name of them. It's not Edge. What did they call them? Echo? No. What are they called? Like the Accu round blasters, Nerf Rival Accu round series, the Pathfinder, the Vision, and the Fate. Hold on. I can't flip the camera around. So, like, this is the only other, like, Rival sidearm I can think of, other than, like, an Apollo. Now, what am I kidding? The Chronos. Hello? Duh. Get a Chronos. If you want a Nerf sidearm, Rival, Prime Rival Performance, get a Chronos. What am I'm almost offended I forgot about it. What the fuck? Okay, I'm out. See y'all. Jesus.